If you were to sum up the Lego campus in one word, what would it be?
I hate to say the word awesome, but I am going to go for that.
In one word.
What would it be?
I think awesome.
Hey folks, my name is Jacob and I'm usually over on my own channel, Brick Bakery, but today I'm here on Beyond the Brick to give you guys the full lowdown on the opening of the new Lego campus. The Lego campus is the new Lego headquarters located in Billund. The 28th of October was the official opening of the first two buildings of the campus. These buildings will house the employees that work at Lego in Billund, Denmark. And it has been built both to inspire collaborations across specialties and hierarchies. There's plenty of room to play, interact and be creative. In contrast to other office buildings where one worker would have his or her own office or only share it with a few others, this new Lego campus has no individual offices. Employees are meant to find a new spot every day where they want to sit and work. It's a way to increase interaction and the sharing of knowledge and ideas. Even though there are no assigned seats, every employee is affiliated with a certain neighborhood. Each neighborhood consists of a set group of employees and they collaboratively decide how to decorate their neighborhood. When employees have a need for a private room for a meeting or something like that, there are plenty of meeting rooms available to be booked. All the rooms have a cool design with vibrant colors, soft furniture and different ways to be creative. A neat detail about coloring is that the more vibrant colors marks areas when you can be noisy, whereas softer and more subdued colors marks areas for silence and contemplative work. The buildings are beautifully decorated on the outside with the trademark Lego brick likeness, and the skyboxes on the top floor gives a great impression of a pile of Lego bricks. Big windows allow for plenty of sunlight and a great view of the surrounding area, and you can even spot the Lego house from the skybox. The finished Lego campus will include the People House, which is specially made for social interaction and employee activities. These activities include table tennis, gymnastics and all kinds of games and tournaments. And all employees are free to suggest any activities. What was particularly cool was the fact that employees has been part of naming all the meeting rooms in the campus. And AFOLS has then been asked to design builds based on those names. Those finished builds was then placed in the designated meeting rooms. And I think that's a pretty cool way for the employees and AFOLS to have an influence on the look of the Lego campus. The press event on October 28th included a play session which was quite entertaining.
1, 2, 3, jump!
There was also a local band called the Campus Band and a tour of the facilities. The tour gave a great impression of what new employees can expect from this place. I think it's gonna be cool working there. All in all, the new Lego campus promised to be a great place for creativity and interactivity. There's many possibilities for play and activities, and I've got to admit that I envy the employees who get to work here now and in 2021 when the campus will be fully completed.
But there was still something missing, we thought. Especially my father, he said, this looks as a very nice office building, but it could sort of be any company's office building. So, but it's really hard to sort of put into words, what is it? So my father brought the architects to his office, where this amazing painting was hanging, and showed them, this is what we mean, this is what we would like it to be.
So when I joined the project, actually, we were at the stage where we were thinking of what would be the best workplace strategy for Lego Campus. So in our hubs around the world, you know, we have hubs in London and Singapore and Shanghai. So there we implemented new ways of working. We started working in new ways of working 5 years ago. And that's a strategy that is based on activity-based working. And activity-based working means that you don't have a fixed desk, but you move around according to your activity. So if you need quiet, you go to a quiet space. If you want, you know, to do some emails, you can go to a canteen with music or a cafe. So that whole idea of activity-based working, we implemented that in our hubs. And before we wanted to do a similar thing in Lego Campus, we wanted to be 100% sure that it was the right way forward, because it's one thing to design to implement that for 300 people in the hub. It's another thing to do it for 2,000 people in Billund. Plus, Billund is different than Shanghai or London. So we needed to also know whether it was the right thing to do, considering the Billund demographics, because we have many, you know, internationals here. We have 50 plus nationalities in Billund. Working for the Lego Group, but we also have locals, a lot of locals, and also people who've been working here for generations. So how do you kind of like find a way of working that caters for all of these different people? So that's how we did research in our hubs and tried to come up with a more personalized version of new ways of working, which we call Lego Ways of Working.
And as Thomas said, it is much more than a building. It's a super building, by the way, but it's much more than that. It's a workplace. It's our version of the lighthouse of how workplaces should be. And it belongs to every Lego employee all over the world. So everybody working here or traveling here or being here for long term or short term should take advantage of this amazing building. And it's our aim, of course, to make world-class workplaces all over the world. So no matter whether our employees work in Mexico or in China, in factories in Hungary, in Czech, here in Denmark, or in any of our offices all over the world, we are really striving to make workplaces that can make employees inspired, that can make them thrive and really developing. So that's what this is a good example of, and I really hope that it can give us it can propel us to the next level of being even more creative, even more passionate about inspiring and developing all the kids all over the world.
What has meant the most for you being a part of this project? The little people?
Mm-hmm, the Mini People House. Yeah. So for me, what I love is all the things that are coming out of the woodwork, all the different community groups within Lego that are coming out. If you look down on the wall there, we have all these different employee groups, from board game groups to sports groups to crafts groups that already exist, and to give them a home where they can come and meet each other and meet new employees has definitely been my favorite part. Yeah.
So it's a very sociable workplace, you find, and how does that sort of contribute to work, to efficiency and such, do you feel?
I think there's two really good examples of that. One is just energy in general. You know, when you do a 5-minute ping pong break, you come back with renewed energy. But most importantly, you connect with new people, right? So as an example, we just had Marjorie Lau, our Chief Finance Officer. There was a free slot, and she came by and she was like, I'm going to play that slot. But she didn't have anyone to play with. So she just went out in the coffee area and was like, you know, does anyone want to play a set with me? And 2 guys had a coffee break, and they're like, sure. So then there's a connect between people who've never met each other before in the organization. They have a little break, and you know, going forward, all of our colleagues will start to be more connected with each other.
And the point in that being, or what is the point of people meeting sort of across?
Yeah, well, if you have a company of, 13,000 people worldwide, people are doing lots of different things. The more connected that we are to each other, the quicker we can get things done, right? You know who might help you out with X, Y, Z. And that's really the point of it, yeah.
I imagine it also sparks creativity to some extent.
Absolutely. So a lot of like new ideas come up from people having a more relaxed relationship with each other. We see that when we have a space like this that's more informal, people are also more able to, or more comfortable kind of sharing new crazy ideas as well.
Model of the Jutlandia ship, built by Ardian in the Netherlands, and it was built for, I think it was Lego World 2014, and then it's been in crates, custom crates that Ardian built for us, sitting in a warehouse, and now with the building of Lego Campus, it has found a place right next to the Lego coffee bar for employees.
Awesome. It'll stay here forever.
Yes, that is the plan, to stay forever, because it's such a beautiful ship, and we really wanted it out of the crate. So we had Ardian come up here and set it up for us just last week, actually, so that it was ready for you when you got here.
Perfect. That concludes this report from the LEGO headquarters in Billund. If you enjoyed this video and want to watch great LEGO videos every day right here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to Beyond the Brick. But until next time, thank you for watching.